Didn't crack it open yet, but shout out to TJ's. They be doing their thing, and they be doing it big, I suppose, hopefully. But how we're leaning towards the now intuitively and spiritually. Another thing is that force that allows us and lets us get to do that. That's our quote unquote favorable, beneficial talents and karmas or whatever, end quote, where we get to be some type of quote unquote instrument for God or spirit or the universe or however you want to relate to the authentic that, you know. So as we're doing that, if we can't do that, it's because for whatever reason we're opposed pure spirit in a unique dynamical way. And what people don't know about the 3D is the 3D is allowing the distortion simultaneously, respectively, firstly, a quote unquote, some type of unknown purity, right? A metaphysical purity that we get the chance to work with, you know? So it's beyond the business shit and the capitalism too. This is the real metaphysical principles of fucking life. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm trying to like I'm about the real shit though, because I've been studying it for a long time. I've been with it, you know, in my own lingo for a long time. So people could look at it as a joke and they could be in their own like micro perception and they can't see the intention, because in the end of it people are gonna like they're not gonna see the intention. They're gonna more or less intentionally want to intend it as a different way as it's not originally intended, because we're intending it a different way. And if you're intending it some type of way, you have a unique level of, you know, some type of like just a unique level of energies. Because I'm not trying to condescend anybody either, because obviously someone could take this shit the wrong way. But the thing that's allowing us to fucking go to lean towards this quote unquote purity shit, end quote, not the fucking human purity, like a real scientific purity. And that scientific purity is like somehow quote unquote God, end quote, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, that force is allowing us to work with that underneath this life and these industries respectively. And then the industries are just the solidified expression after, to be used as its own instrument and platform for the spirit to and like the new creations to dance upon the quote unquote industries. And how the industries got solidified in the past, it could have been casually, ooh, it could have been casually like less scientific purity, right? So since it's less scientific purity at default, the program of the past, without any of the biases and the racism, energetically speaking, of course, they the programs and the platforms in the past, they were what they were based on a bigger quote unquote universal picture, end quote. And I say universal picture because the solar system could travel into levels and spaces of quote unquote chaos, end quote, and then it could more or less go out of that. But it's up for the quote unquote last hope, end quote, is the collective intelligence, end quote. And if we don't want to vote for the collective intelligence, then in the end, the collective future, it's our responsibility, because whatever we're intending, whatever we're projecting, everything is our individual subjective responsibility. And if you don't have the intellectual maturity to see that, and you want to have some part in you where you just want to F around and joke around, metaphysically speaking and looking at it, then that's your responsibility and that's on you, because this is a real serious thing. The future of whatever's going to happen, for it to be maintained safely and prosperously, that's a fucking serious thing. And if you can't see that serious thing metaphysically, then you're literally a child. Like, and if you can't, like, literally, like within the energies, like you're literally a child. And if you, because we're talking about the safety of the fucking future. If you can't see that dynamic, then there's some bigger picture part of you where metaphysically you're a child. And that's just what it is. I understand, like, the whiplashes that occur too, but like the purpose and the mission goes beyond that shit, respectively, because I understand, like, the whip, like, obviously, like, things could happen, but like we're underplaying the metaphysical shit, respectively, until our relationship with it, and how that comes on and off, respectively. Because the whole thing that goes beyond, like, the whole capitalism shit and the business shit, respectively, is our ability to fucking touch base with spirit. Thank you very much.